Good morning, dear students. This is third lecture of your chapter 7, that is diversity in living organisms. Already two portions of this chapter we have done, and in those two portions we study about classification of living organisms. And if you remember and if you have gone through those videos, you know that the whole living world is divided into five kingdoms. And those five kingdoms are Monera, Protista, fungi, plants, and animals. And characteristics of the living organism that belong to Monera, fungi, and Protista we have done. And in this video lecture, we are going to discuss the characteristics of plant group, right? So let me start. Okay. Before knowing the characteristics of different plants, let me tell you the classification of plant kingdom. The whole plant kingdom is classified into two groups, that is cryptogame and phanerogame. Okay, phanerogame is further divided into gymnosperm and then angiosperm. And angiosperm is further divided into two groups, those are monocots and dicots. Right? Now let me come back to cryptogame. Cryptogame is further classified into three groups, Thallophyta, Bryophyta, and Pteridophyta. Out of all these three, Thallophyta is divided into algae, fungi, and lichens. Right? So all those groups and the characteristics of these groups we will discuss today in this session. So let me start with cryptogame. Okay, before telling you the characteristics of cryptogram, let me tell you the base of classification of plants. The first level of classification among plants depends on whether the plant body has well differentiated, means the plant has distinct parts or not. Okay, this is the very basic level of classification of plants. And then the second level is whether the plant body has special tissues for transport of food and water in plant body from one part to another. And then the further classification is on the ability to bear seeds, and then whether seeds are enclosed within the fruits or not. So these are the level of classification in plants, right? Okay, let me again show you this flow chart in which you can see how plant kingdom is divided. This is the first level, and then second level, and this third level, right? So now I'm coming to cryptogram. Cryptogram are the plants that do not have flowers or seeds. Okay, actually in Greek, cryptogram means hidden reproduction. So reproduction is hidden without seeds. So no seeds is produced in cryptogram, right? So we can call all the plants that belong to cryptogram non-seed bearing plants, right? So here you see in the chart cryptogram means non-seed bearing plants. On the other hand, phanerogram will be seed bearing and flower bearing plants. Okay. So cryptograms are further classified into three types that you can see over here, 1, 2, and 3. The first one is Thallophyta, the second one is Bryophyta, and the third one is Pteridophyta. Right? Now I will discuss the characteristics of all these three groups one by one. The first one is Thallophyta. Actually, Thallophyta is the division of the plant kingdom that includes all the primitive forms of plant life, and they do not show any differentiation in their body. Their body is very simple, and this type of body, see here you can see these plants do not have any stem or any root or any branches. So very simple body, and this type of body is known as thallus. And these plants include algae, fungi, lichens. In plant kingdom, the first 10 phyla are referred to as Thallophytas. Okay, so these are very simple plants without having any roots, stems, or leaves. These plants do not have well differentiated body design, and these plants commonly together called algae, and these are predominantly aquatic. And these plants do not have any tissues for conduction of substances in the body itself, right? Examples of Thellophytas are Spirogyra, Ulva, Cara, Lothrix, Cladophora. So all these types of the plants are Thellophytas, right? Here you can see the pictures of the plants that belong to Thellophyta group. The next one is Bryophyta. Bryophytas are called amphibians of the plant kingdom, and the plant body of these plants is commonly differentiated into stem and leaf-like structure. In these plants, there is no specialized tissue for the conduction of food and water from one part of the body to another part. And most and Merchantia are the main examples of the plants that belong to Bryophyta. Here you can see the pictures of the plant that belong to Bryophyta. Okay. Now the third group is Pteridophyta. The plants that belong to this group are differentiated into roots, stem, and leaves. These plants have specialized tissues for conduction of water and food from one part of the body to another. Okay, and the common examples of Pteridophyta are ferns, horsetail. These are the examples, and these pictures you can see over here. These are the pictures of the plant that belong to Pteridophyta group. Now I come to the another group, that is Phanerogram. Phanerogram are the seed-bearing plants, and these plants have special structures for reproduction and generate seeds. Here you can see the plant kingdom is divided into Phanerogram and Cryptogram. Cryptogram we have discussed. Cryptogram plants were without seeds. Okay, and Phanerograms are with seeds and flowers. So that we have discussed, and now we are over here on Phanerogram. In these plants, after the process of reproduction, seeds are formed that contain the embryo and stored food, which is used for the initial growth of the embryo during germination of the seed. And phanerogram is further divided into two groups, that is gymnosperm and angiosperm. The first one is gymnosperm, the second one is angiosperm, right? Now come to gymnosperm. Gymnosperm are seed producing plants, okay, that you know. They are known as acrogymnosperm also, and these plants have naked seeds, right? Naked seed means the seeds of these plants do not have any cover over them, they are open seeds. The plant of this group bear naked seeds, as I told you, and they are usually evergreen, perennial, and woody. So the plants belong to these group are woody, perennial, and evergreen. Perennial, you can say perennials means they are present at all the seasons of the year, or they live for several years. Okay, that is why they are perennial, right? Conifers, pine, cycads, deodar are the examples of gymnosperm. Types of gymnosperm. Okay. Conifers that produces cones. Ginkgos, they are having fan-like leaves here. These plants have fan-like leaves, right? And cycads means their leaves are tropical or large. Now we come to angiosperm. Angiosperm is a classified group of phanerogram. These plants have flowering plants. Okay, and the angiosperm word is derived from the Greek words that means covered seed. Gymnosperm had naked seed. On the other hand, angiosperm has covered seed. So these are the plants that bear covered seeds, right? And the seeds develop inside an ovary, which is modified and becomes fruit. Plant embryos in seeds have structure that's called cotyledon. And on this basis of this cotyledon, further this group will be classified into monocot and dicot, right? And cotyledons means seed leaves. 88% of the plant kingdom belongs to this group. And here you can see angiosperm and gymnosperm seeds clearly. When we put both the pictures together, you will be able to understand the difference between angiosperm seeds and fruit and gymnosperm seeds and fruit. Okay, here you can see the fruit. This is fruit and that is seed. So seed is covered, while on the other hand in gymnosperm the seed is naked. Okay, here are the seeds and these are naked. They are not covered by flower or fruit. As I told you further, angiosperms are divided into two groups on the basis of the numbers of cotyledons present in the seed. And those two groups are monocotyledon and dicotyledon. So here let me discuss the first one, monocotyledon. The plants with seeds having a single cotyledon are called monocotyledon or monocots. You can call anything, no problem. And examples of monocotyledon are garlic, onion, wheat, corn, grass, rice, maize, bamboo, palm, banana, ginger, lilies, and so on. These all are the plants that belong to monocotyledon, right? And the another one is dicotyledon. The plants with seeds having two cotyledons are called dicotyledons or dicots. Examples of dicotyledons are beans, buttercups, oaks, sunflower, and apple. Here is the difference between monocotyledon and dicotyledon. And you can see the picture of the seed of monocotyledon, and here it is dicotyledon. In monocotyledon, there is only one cover, and in dicotyledon, there are two covers of the seeds, right? And in monocotyledon, the root has a ring-like structure like that. Okay, here you can see the xylem and phloem. They are arranged into a shape of a ring, right? And here the root phloem between arms of xylem. This is xylem and here this is phloem. So the structure of root is different, right? And here is the structure of stem in monocotyledon, and this is the structure of stem in dicotyledon. Okay, here you will find vascular bundles scattered in stem, and while in dicots, vascular bundle in a distinct ring again. Okay, so they are in the shape. Now we come to the leaf of monocotyledon. Leaf veins in monocotyledon form a parallel pattern. This is while the leaf in dicotyledons form a net pattern. Okay, here this is a net pattern. So this is like net, while here it was parallel. Okay, now flower of monocots. Flower parts in 3 and multiples of 3. While in dicotyledons, flower parts in 4s or 5s and their multiples. Okay, you can see. So now I think the difference between monocotyledon and dicotyledon is clear to you. Let me answer these questions. The first question is, which division among plants has the simplest organism? So it is Thallophyta, or you can call it algae also. The second question is, how are pteridophytes different from phanerogram? So pteridophyte have naked embryo while phanerogram covered embryo, and pteridophytes exhibit unclear reproductive organs while phanerogram exhibit well defined reproductive organ. The next question is, how do gymnosperm and angiosperm differ from each other? So gymnosperm have naked seed while angiosperm has covered seed. That is the main difference between gymnosperm and angiosperm, right? So here is the chart of classification of plants in front of you. As you can see, the plants are divided into two groups, and the one is that is not differentiated into parts, and the another one is that have differentiated plant parts, right? So the plants that do not have differentiated plant parts are Thallophyta, and the plants that have differentiated plant parts are Bryophyta. And here again we have Pteridophyta and Phanerogram. Phanerogram are the plants that have flowers and seeds, right? And the plants that have bare seeds but they are naked, they are known as gymnosperms. And the plants that has seeds but that are covered with fruits are known as angiosperms. And angiosperms are further divided into two parts. They are dicotyledon and monocotyledon. Okay, so I hope now you understood the content well, and now we'll meet in part 4. There we will discuss the characteristics of all the animals. Thank you, students.